Happy Life, Chapter 66. Be open to new concepts and ideas. Talk them over and compare them to what you already know and think, making the best of the new information. Sound ideas revigorate your emotions, supplying the sentiments with motivation and enthusiasm. No one is so wise or complete that he or she can dispense with further learning or additional contributions for inner growth. Learn more by being receptive to fresh input. That's an important message, and it comes right after the previous one, who talk about seeking the middle ground. So in the previous message, we focus on the fact that no one had entirely the truth, and that we are also unable to fully understand someone's behavior, because behind the behavior there's a story or history that we don't have all the details. So seeking the middle ground. And this one here talks about being open to new concepts and new ideas. So in order to be open to new concepts and new ideas, we cannot be stuck in any extremes. And we have to, it requires humility, and it requires the frame that we are all learning, that we are all growing, that none of us has the absolute truth, and that there's always room to learn. And the best way to learn is we learn from one another. We learn with one another. We learn every time someone presents an idea that's different than ours, and we have some space in us. We make some space for curiosity, for the possibility of something new, something that we don't see, something that we don't perceive. And becoming curious is a key aspect that we can add to our daily lives, and that can generate a lot of growth. To be curious about what the person is saying, be curious about what is behind the statement or the action, and this curiosity will likely allow us to see or open a whole new realm that perhaps it wasn't available to us. So what Joanna is saying is, that we approach things, circumstances, and ideas with an open mind, that there might be something new for us to appreciate. And it's always good to take what we are receiving and compare it to what we have. Also, learning new things and absorbing new ideas is revigorating, and it brings motivation and enthusiasm to our lives, because it actually promotes growth, promotes movement and expansion. And that's always exciting when we experience expansion in our minds, in our hearts, in ourselves. And she reminds us that no one is so wise or complete that she or he can dispense with further learning or additional contributions for inner growth. And this is precisely why we are born, and the law of society is one of the natural laws. It is, we need one another. This relational aspect of our lives is absolutely key for our growth. We grow because we have one another. We complete one another. We challenge one another. We are able to introduce different ideas and aspects to one another, because we are different, and thank God we are different, because otherwise we would have been stuck where we are. The differences promote growth, but we have to be open, and we have to be we have to admire the fact, and we have to appreciate, that's the word I was looking for, we have to appreciate the benefit that differences bring to our lives. So learn more by being receptive to fresh input. Question is, are we receptive? What does it take to make us more receptive, more open, and more able to see beyond what we can see? Having the willingness to see the new, having the willingness to see beyond. Because this, my dear friends, brings growth, and with growth comes happiness, and it comes peace and it comes harmony as well.